Greetings, freaks and folks. Welcome back, and it's finally here. The expansion was hitting live, and we're all super excited, and we want to finally let it go as we're playing Lissandra in this list right here. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, you may actually already see that I posted a win rate or some playtesting rather, where you can see that this deck performed pretty well for me. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you should consider doing this because I'm posting, reposting memes rather, and posting my videos and everything. So consider helping me out there as well. But anyways, we are showing this deck tag right here. Without any further self-promotion, please subscribe. And this is completely built around Lissandra, so our win condition is actually to get this big boy out, the Watcher, to obliterate the enemy deck. And we can do this pretty reliable with spawning, or let's say first how she works, right? She is leveling up when she's summoning 2+ allies that cost 8+. And then you create the Watcher in hand. And the Watcher is that dude that obliterates the enemy deck when you attack. Now we have also other ways to get him out, like the Revitalizing Roar. When we are enlightened, we reduce its cost to 0. Anyways, either way, if we have the 4+ allies that cost 8 out, or if we don't have them out, doesn't matter. We just play this spell on him and we get him out. We can also get him out with the Spectral Matron. This is another main idea why I splashed it with Shadow Isles, but I run her as a 2-off, and the reason behind this is that it can be a bit too much in your hand with expensive stuff, because after all we want to be a control deck where we outvalue or delay rather the game plan of the enemy. And we do this by plenty of spells that I will come to in a second. But let me also say that we have the Bubbling Björk to pretty reliably get the Spectral Matron out, or we get the It That Stares, which is another control card here. Now, you may think, yo Vlad, this is a lot of one-offs in your deck that looks pretty inconsistent. But the reason for this is that the meta right now is pretty shaken up, obviously, because of the new expansion. And it's actually not that random. Like, for example, I was considering dealing 1 damage to all the enemies to deny maybe the game plan of all those Sand Soldiers running around with Azir and the likes. So I have the Withering Wail edit, and I also have the Ice Shot edit, which will both deal 1 to everything. So it's not that random. It's just a different approach. Ice Shot is cheaper in a way, and the Withering Wail gets us life back, which we really want. Also, we are not technically a ramp deck, so I only have 1 ramp in deck, but I like it as a one-off to just get faster to the late game if I have it in hand, or an early game, and also regain 3 life. If not, it's not the end of the world, as we have also cheap control spells like the Wild Feast, also the 3 Sisters, which will give us any of these 3 control cards where we either delay an enemy unit by 2 rounds, or we flash freeze him upon attack, or we can just boost our blocker to then trade into the attacker reliably. Also, I have the Song of the Isles as a one-off, which is another sustainability card where we just give any follower that we have lifesteal that will then give us a lot of health back, because one of the other win condition that we have is the frozen Frostguard Thralls, which we get off the Frozen Thralls, which is why we have 3 of this card, which we can play on turn 1. This is pretty neat. If we see this in our opener, we always keep it. Also, Lissandra is summoning it upon entry when she's summoned. She gets us the Frozen Thrall. And we also have a 3 full set of the Draklon Inquisitor, which is, to me, very insane, because he gets us the big dudes when the countdown just counted down 4 times, when it's below 4 and below, so to say. So this dude is also pretty important in our deck. We want to save him, and to save our units, we also have one of Troll Chant. So we can actually deny any removal if we need to. Also, we can then deny a bit of attack and even get less damage in the first place when they attack them. We also have a 3 of Kindly Tavern Keeper, which is also a classic sustain card in Riot, where we get 3 health back. We can also heal our units if they are damaged. For example, against Ezreal Draven, I played this all the time on the Draklon Inquisitor to keep him alive and not in the range for any removal that is relying on the damage, the unit being damaged. So this is also a very neat interaction there with him. Then we have a one-off Passage Unearned, which is also, together with the Ruination, a way to mass deny any units. The Ruination is very classic, but also very expensive, where we just board wipe the whole, or where we wipe the whole board, theirs and ours, but we don't care that much, because normally we have Frozen Thralls out, they are still counting down, and thus giving us the units later down the line, and they don't die through the Ruination. And also the Passage Unearned, you could even argue having it more than one in the deck, but sometimes it can be useless, where the enemy deck doesn't have any way to summon units. But if they have any Anivia, for example, where Ruination and the likes, this is super nice, super key card, because it's a 3 mana spell, fast speed, so you don't have almost any investment. And also against the Sand Soldiers, where they spawn the whole board full of Sand Soldiers, you just play the Passage Unearned and they are just obliterated completely for 3 mana, which is insane. Then we have sort of the 3 of Avalanche. So we have a 1 of the classic Avalanche, and we have a 2 of the Blighted Divine. When I was first seeing this card and when I was reacting to it, I was a bit like, probably that's worse than an Avalanche, but it turned out it's not. It's actually better at most of the times. So this is also why we still have 1 Avalanche, not 4 of the Blighted Divine. Sometimes we want to deal the damage directly. But this is also, which I didn't consider, we lock enemy in their place when we play it in our turn. First we heal our Nexus for 4, which is pretty nice. And the enemy will not want to develop any of his units, because afterwards, when it's countdown 1, so it's directly on the next turn, on his turn, his whole board gets 2 damage. Mine as well, but I don't really care that much, because our Lissandra has tough, so she only gets 1 damage. And as I said, we normally only have Frozen Thralls out in the early game that we want to progress, and also the Kindly Tavern Keeper survives it, our Babbling Berg survives it. Even our Chronicle of Ruin, which is also a pretty neat one-off here, because the sense, or the reason why I have it in the deck is, 1, to again heal our key cards, which is the Draklon Inquisitor and the Lissandra, and also to resummon units, because once we have the Frostguard Thralls out, which are our 8 drops to summon, we can then use the Chronicle of Ruin to resummon them, and then progress the level up for her, and also the condition to cost 1 for the Watcher, which is also a really neat interaction there. And yeah, that's the deck list right there, I think. Yeah, 1 of Entreat if we don't find our Lissandra, or if she dies. So it's sort of a 4th Lissandra in a sense, but we don't need that much more. But we want to have it really reliable, or really consistent, that we have Lissandra out when we actually have our 2 8+ followers casted, so she gets the level up, and then giving us this big boy on our hand, which then we can cheat out with Spectral Matron and also with the Revitalizing Roar. Yeah, and then we have one of Atrocity, which I didn't mention. It's another way to win, or cheeky way to win. Sometimes they don't play around it, where they are already low, because we probably attacked with some of these Frostguard Thralls, which have Overwhelm, which is really important. And if they want to remove any of those units, or if they think they won, they open attack or remove whatever important unit we have, we just Atrocity him to face and we kill him. Like, for example, also if he wants to remove our Watcher, we can play him normally for 0 mana if we do it right, and afterwards we still have mana for the Atrocity, so if he wants to remove him, we just Atrocity a face and do 11 damage to face, which is also a whole lot. Okay, I think I covered all the cards right there. It's already long enough. We're already 10 minutes in. And let's actually jump right into the games. I won't do that many, but I at least want to show it a bit in action. And we will dive in this together right now. So a little disclaimer here for those of you guys who know me. I actually show losses, but the last one was just dragging out too long and was not exciting to watch at all. So let's just go for the next one. Alright, some Kindred Elise with the 1 mana spell where you convert stuff into stuff. I have run into that as before. We don't need the 3 Sisters as of now. It's a bit slow in a sense, but it is super versatile, which is why I included it in the deck. We'll go with this. This looks perfect. We have a Catalyst. We have our Frozen Thrall in first round. Looking great. Find another puzzle piece. We do want to see Lissandra. Don't find her as of now. I will just pass here. We see concurrent timelines, which is what he needs. Added a bit of a risk there. If he was a good player, he would pass back, but he didn't, so we can just heal this back up. Like, he would hand read a Catalyst, definitely, if we weren't in gold. But we are... It's a weird addition to the deck, though. Okay, so was it upon play, or... I don't see. Like, the question is, does this spell actually have the summon and the play effect with it? Then would be busted. Yeah, we just go ahead and kill something here, have a blocker. That's nothing we want to see. If he actually is stupid enough to attack into us, we can boost our Spiderling and kill him. Yeah, we'll just make use of my mana and hope he attacks with a Kindred. Ah, he's not stupid. Never lucky. We do find that it did stairs. And yeah, nothing much we can do here. Yeah, we just pass. Oh, the value. The value, dude. Come to it, daddy. Did manage to get the thicker body, to be fair, but this is so much value. Does he have any buff for this, or was just a stupid attack? Oh, okay. Whatever, dude. We get the Inquisitor going on. Right now we're looking good, looking great. Let's see how he blocks here. Okay. So he does have that, which is completely fine. He gets to kill my Tavern Keeper. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the moment where we just play this card and laugh. There's so much rely on this combo. This is, by the way, if you didn't see it, he would actually double up the damage with the what's his face, the Dreadway. But no, he doesn't. So I could go ahead and heal. I think that's also what I'm doing right now, because we can also play our Matron like this, and we can fully open attack with a big board. Is everyone okay? Another Wild Feast? Nope. So this is the moment where we probably kill him, if he doesn't have any heal. Again, dead, my friend. He's fishing. And we got him. That's if you rely too hard on one combo. Like, we have our combo ourselves, but we didn't manage to pull it off. But we won anyway. And we're leaving Lissandra. Let's go for the next one. Oh, some sick overwhelm shit. Could hurt. I haven't played against Runeterra until now. I do want to keep this in case they, like, normally if they have the overwhelm kit, they have overwhelm units which normally have low health, so I can just drain them away, get some health back, and kill what is low on health. We find a Tavern Keeper, which is awesome. Okay, a Rockhopper in this stack. I mean, okay, you get the landmark, but a bit weird. Yeah, just going ahead and giving him the vulnerable. Yeah, we Björk here, for sure. Like I throw a deck. Yeah, I think I do want to do this. If he blocks into the with the Renekton, we will ice shard this. Now, no, we don't. If he has more 1 health units, this has way more value than just killing this dude. Okay. Yeah, probably just wait. We have the 3 sisters, so we can actually boost our Björk here. He is doing this, but it's not enough. Unfortunately for him. I mean, if he has another buff. He manages to kill off my Björk here. If not, he survives and we get him down to 1. Yes. Which is exactly what we do. And I think we just have him keep it here. You and your stories. This looks like an open attack. Like with either of those, I'm super happy if he blocks. But he does not. To be expected. Now the question is, do we... I think we Withering Whale, right? Yeah, looks good. Getting us back super healthy. Removing the spell sheet, removing the Renekton. And we find the Wild Feast, which is also pretty neat. And yeah, I think we take the hit. If he wants to boost any of those, we can then react with removal. Okay. This would level him. Thing is, if I do this now, I don't get the health back. But I gotta go for it. Because if he doesn't have any way to buff this health, which this this region combination normally doesn't, this is just too much value. Yes. Got him. We save our Björk there. Get damage on this thing, and we get to put him on the clock. Also, he's running out of steam, which is really neat. And we find our Lissandra, which is fantastic. We could also play Spectral Matron into Lissandra and attack, but I'm not doing this as of now. Because I want to play the Blighted Ravine. And probably, yeah, he does develop into this. So we can now remove their stuff. Find our Inquisitor. This is awesome. And we could double up the Lissandra, but I mean, it's the same effect, right? Doesn't really matter. And she is 0 out of 2, so she wouldn't level anyways. Because I'm playing 1 8-drop, but not, she needs 2, obviously. So we'll just drop the Inquisitor, get another Frozen Thrall, and solid blockers for their Overwhelm plan. You really want to attack into this? Seems a bit weird to me, bro. As you wish. He could have any sort of removal here, like Whirling Death and the likes. But if so, we get it out of him. Oh, okay. This is a lot of damage, to be fair. A bit of trouble here. Oh, Lissandra first. Okay, he has Culling Strike. We're in trouble a bit. Definitely want to attack into this. Yeah, he doesn't block. To be expected. And now if he develops a lot, we can Ice Shard into Ruination. Question is, what does he have in hand? Because if he does have another of these the decisive maneuvers, we are dead. Straight up dead. But if it's a Darius, we are dead as well, so it's the question what we play around. And I think we play around another decisive maneuver. No, we don't. If he has it, he has it. Okay. Whew. So, yeah. We are in trouble here a bit. Okay, we managed to find this. So we get to play another Lissandra. Oh, fuck. I forgot she's getting vulnerable. Ah, it's another Culling Strike. And I misplayed by not keeping the Ruination mana open. Oh, fuck. Please don't draw a buff. Please don't draw a buff. Oh. Jesus. Giving me heart attacks. Close match here. We have a lot of shit to come here. But not up to now. We have our first blocker. Finally, and we also have a way to heal here. Yeah, that's fine. As of right now, he doesn't have lethal, so I don't need to do anything here. Cheeky you. But we just remove... Ah, I'm removing my own unit here. But doesn't matter too much, does it? I mean, I have no choice. I have to do this because I won't get back any health. He doesn't strike here. So yeah, we have to play this. This match is dragging out. If we find the unit, we can stabilize. Which is what we really need here. But that's not the unit that I wanted to see. Let's see what he has. Okay. I will wait for another unit in hand to get more than 1 health actually from the Lightning Roar. Oh, some health gain. Yeah, it's over. GG. Arise, my one-eyed Cyclops dudes, and burst them to death. Okay, that's 2 games. We're 20 minutes in it. I think we go for one last. Okay, some Kindred Elise. I think we had that again already. Bit of a bummer, but we see a lot of this these days. I guess somebody was just showing this on the internet, and all of the gold players were like, "Oh, let's just rebuild this." I mean, you also see this in Masters and Diamond, right? But it is what it is. So we do find another Frozen Thrall here. I don't spite. Yeah, I don't need to play the Aristocrat as of now. I'm fine with him open attacking here, because I can just heal it back up. Oh, what will he have? He has card draw going on here. Yeah. That's annoying. Why would you do this? If you hurt me, I hurt you. Oh, yeah. It's actually a nice concept where you predict for the 1 mana spell you need. Not too stupid. Kill our Tavern Keeper here. Having a solid block line. He actually attacks? Okay. I guess he really wants to get damage in. We'll just do it like this. Keeping my dudes nice and healthy. Go down to 11, that's fine. We still have heal on hand. Find a Björk. I think I want to open attack here because he doesn't have any good... Like, he can't trade this into this, to be fair. I'm developing. Question is... I think I want to play him. And if he is slaying one of my 2 3-drops here, or my 3 half units, only this dude gets slain. And if not, we just get to remove some blockers. Oh, he actually gets to sacrifice his kindred. Your funeral. Inquisitor, that's awesome. Remove this. And block like this. Safety block here. That's a bummer. But we get to remove the kindred. Oh, it's gonna close up. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's actually a decent addition to this deck. Definitely will run this if I will build this sort of deck. Oh no! Get more frozen thoughts out. We're running out of steam here. It's a bit of a problem. Like, this is also one of the weaknesses of this deck, probably. Which is why I need to do some tweaks. Probably in the future. Surprised he actually trades a unit into that. He just doesn't find his cards. Again, we have some removal for his Dreadway if he wants to do the combo. Pull off the combo. He's 9 mana, so he could technically do it if he found the spell. Yeah, we don't find our key cards, unfortunately. We are in trouble. It was also a misplay. I'm not like I guess I'm tired. I'm misplaying here. I could actually go for the lifesteal here, but no need up to now. Better keep it for later. Oh, another misplay. Didn't play my Inquisitor. But it doesn't matter too much. He will play another Ledros. Again, if he has the 1 mana spell here. Okay. Weird. Like, why wouldn't you develop the Ledros here? That is a problem. Because we can't lifesteal now. Yeah, I mean, we can actually get our Lord here to live. If he had a way to kill me, he would have done it already, so... This is a safe vengeance here. Plus, I don't have any choice. Don't have any life gain. If he has a damage spell, I'm dead. Go hard. Weird choice. The thing is, I'm in a checkmate position here a bit. If he late draws, I'm dead. And but I needed actually to. Yeah, it's just over, unfortunately. GG. You don't. I kill myself. Haha. Beforehand. You can't get a 0.5. Yeah, so that's our loss for today, but it's completely fine with me. Yeah, happy with these games. Again, we still have to tweak a bit around here. Turns out that these frozen thralls are actually super slow if you don't find the Dark Lord Inquisitor and get him to actually survive. So yeah, it has some inconsistencies due to the one-offs in this deck, but I think the toolbox is pretty fresh and nice to play. So try it also out yourself if you want to. Also do any tweaks that you think would be healthy for it, and let me know in the comment section if you found something better. And this is where I leave it at. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, be legendary. Vlad out.